Hello everyone, I'm trapped in a locker, so let's complete another challenge for Bloons Tower Defense 6. Today we'll be beating CHIMPS mode with the Buccaneer and the hero Etienne. Here are the rules on screen if you want to pause and take a look at them. And let me just say, this challenge was a doozy to get through. So first I thought trying it on logs, and then I found out I didn't have enough water for logs. And then I thought, hey, I could use Admiral Brickle as the hero, and then I kind of realized I should not do that because that's going to cut down on my lead popping for the DDTs. And Admiral Brickle doesn't level up very fast, so we kind of have ourselves a problem where I'm having a not great hero at rounds where I need a great hero. So we're doing Etienne today because of his UCAV as well as his pretty solid abilities that could help out with the mid game. There's not really much I can say about this run until we get towards the end, where it is just really dicey, and we have some pretty difficult rounds. But I will jump in periodically to explain everything.
Ready to fly.
As usual, we get Etienne pretty early, this time at round 10, so in the middle of round 10 actually, so we can get a little bit extra levels for him earlier on.
Yeah. Tracking MOAB. Swarm decoy. Oui.
Alright, now that round 40 is dealt with, the next hardest round we have to deal with is 63. So the plan for 63 is to save up and get ourselves an aircraft carrier. Or no, the tier 5, the carrier flagship. And use it to take care of all the leads on 63, as well as buff all of our towers at once and make it a little bit easier for us. You definitely want to get the aircraft carrier first because it is probably the best tier 5 that the Buccaneer has to offer. And while we're on the subject of pathing and everything, this is the first challenge where my rule of have to use all 3 cross paths comes back to bite me, because the bottom path Buccaneer doesn't really do anything on CHIMPS mode. It can't generate you extra cash, and all it basically is a fast-firing grape shot bow. So I have one tower that's not doing nearly as much damage as I would like it to, in the middle of all these towers trying to do the best that they can.
Yeah. Ooh. Tracking MOAB.
Alright, so the carrier flagship will now take us through the rest of the 60s into the mid 70s, but it's not going to be able to do it on its own. So from here, we're going to spam out a couple more smaller flagships, and then we're going to be spamming pirates like crazy to help with the 90s rounds, because we just do not put out enough damage with Buccaneers to handle all the DDTs that come rushing at us in rounds 95 and 99 as well.
A great time.
Alright, with 63 dealt with, we don't have any real difficult rounds to worry about for a while. So we're just going to upgrade towers and start dropping down a few more aircraft carriers to help deal some more damage along the way. The sooner we can destroy some of the Moabs, the better.
Tracking VAV.
Alright, now we have the Pirate Lord, which will come in handy much later on, because he can just take out ZOMGs with no difficulty. It's a really great ability to have on hand, especially for the very densely populated rounds in the mid-90s.
C'est beau. A great time. How it stop? DDT, DDT. How it stop? Tracking ZOMG. Oui. Hey. DDT, DDT. How it stop? How it stop?
So as you guys see, the DDTs in round 95 are getting like really far, and I have to rope them in. I turned off auto start to fix any micro problems and buy a level off Etienne when I need to. And as you guys just saw right there, the bottom path Buccaneer is not doing as much damage as any of the other ones, which is not great. I mean, it's a good tower to have if you're doing like alternate farming methods, but it's not a great tower for a Chimps run because it just does not have the power the other two do. The middle path pirates can take down ZOMGs and Moabs, and then that guy just kind of sits there and shoots out grapes. But I got the tier 5 anyway. Once again, we are around 97 which is a great round because all you have to do is just sit back and let your abilities recharge if you're doing everything right. I could hook in these ZOMGs to make it go faster, but that's not going to help us when the next round is 98.
Eyes up. That's some
So,
serious
starting off, I
damage.
immediately bought level 20 at the end for the extra UCAV damage, and we immediately boat pull in a few of the ZOMGs and BFBs. This is a really dicey round. It's not easy, as you can see, it is incredibly densely packed. I'm pretty sure this has given me trouble on almost every one of the runs so far, and it's with good reason. It is probably the hardest round in the 90s,
Eyes on that
and
exit.
I just died. So yeah, it's not great. And I forgot to buy level 20 ATN here at the start of this, which obviously is going to come back to bite me, because level 20 Etienne helped us out a lot before that. So yeah, this one I kind of expected to die as soon as I didn't buy level 20 Etienne, which won't surprise you because, as you're about to see, that's exactly what happened.
C'est la guerre.
But we do finally get it.
That's some serious damage.
I have to slow it down to make sure I'm timing everything correctly, but we do get it eventually.
BFB.
And it is surprisingly ability reliant for this run. Usually, sure, I have to drop an ability every once in a while, but this run right now, I have to rely almost strictly on the boat pool to get past this round.
Tracking. MOAV. Add.
And then, of course, round 99 brings in fortified DDTs to kill me because I didn't have the perma UCAV buff up in time. So yeah, that's great. But we do get it this run. Once again, it's very ability reliant, especially on these densely packed rounds. But it could have been worse. With all that's out of the way, I don't know if there's any way I could really optimize this run. Maybe,
Heads up.
obviously skipping out on the bottom path tier 5 for an extra airship, but I don't even know if that would work very much because we just weren't doing a lot of damage given that there wasn't much water. But with all that out the way, next up we will be doing the heli pilot, so I hope you guys tune in for that one, and I will see you guys then.